Good afternoon. How's your squad looking?
The guys who are fit, they look good.
Okay. Anyone not fit from Wednesday night? Tom Lawrence, how's he doing?
Tom will be out for sure until winter break, and Danilo will be out also for sure at that time. So that's not so good news.
Both of them for the winter break?
No, maybe after also, but we will not get them before the winter break into the games.
What's Danilo's issue?
Problem with his knee because of a bad tackle in the game.
Okay. Does that require surgery? Will it require surgery?
The chance is big he requires surgery, yeah.
So that could be long term, you're talking months?
Yes, indeed.
How big a blow is that for you given how?
No, I want to be, okay, I give my information now about injured players, and I want to focus now on the fit players, because I've been talking enough about injured players last couple of weeks. It's a big blow for the players because they were really motivated, they were ready for the story, they were performing well. And it's now to focus on the guys who are fit, because we have really important games to come.
So just finally on this, you said it was specifically in relation to a tackle.
It's not important anymore. I just said I'm going to speak now about the fit players. I give all the information about the injured players.
How happy are you with the way the team's playing?
I'm happy in different ways. If I see how they were 8 weeks ago, not too much a team on the pitch. What I saw in moments in games and the way they took good results, and we could have even had more results than we had. With good creating every game a lot of chances, good goals, several clean sheets in the league also. I think 5 out of 7 games or something. So the team is taking good steps also with players being out and in, everybody understanding the story and what to do in his position. It's also a lot of work, and a lot of work for the players also to understand everything. So I think in that way the team is on a really good way to improve and to become better, because the squad about understanding the story becomes bigger. In injury it doesn't become bigger. So that's another story.
With Danilo, how much does that open the door obviously for others to step forward like Kimar or Cyril?
It's about them to show that they're ready. It's like it's for every player. But we know, of course, that Kimar comes out of an injury also, and out of a history also of a lot of consecutive injuries. So we need to take that in account. It's of no use just to throw him on the pitch and that he's out also.
With Danilo's situation, will this make you consider bringing in a striker in the January window?
Yes.
Would that be a priority now?
It will be one of the priorities, yes.
Can I ask you about Ryan Jack and Scott Wright? Are they back?
They're not back yet.
Given so many games in such a short space of time, what do you do with the players in between the games? What can you do with them?
We have a lot of drinks here and we eat together.
No training?
What we do with them, it's the day after the game, it's recovery for the guys who played. They also use the cryo chamber, they get treatment, they get massage, they do cycling, they do their exercises. We try to give them also extra exercises to become stronger in muscles they used less in the game. And the day after it's one tactical training, and they go home and they have rest and they are ready for the next game, because it's every time it's only 2 days in between.
Can I ask you about Robbie McCrory? What plans you've got to use him?
I will use him at the right moment. I'm happy with him, what I'm seeing in training, but I don't think it's a good way to switch goalkeeper all the time. But there will come a moment that he can get game time, yes.
Has he came and spoke to you about his future?
No.
No? Because I guess he may think there's a chance of getting the Scotland squad for the Euros.
Can be, yes. It's a good goalkeeper, so I think he has the quality to be in the Scotland squad, yeah.
Philippe, can I ask about top of Danilo, Dallas Sima, you spoke about him after the game on Wednesday, 3 goals in 2 games. How important is it that while we have these injuries up front, you have Abdallah continue to score goals, especially from that left-hand side?
No, I don't think that way. I don't want to put all the pressure on Abda to score goals. I expect it from other positions also, and for me it's not important if it's the attacking players or the midfielders or the defenders who score the goals. Because we come also with midfielders in good positions. So, or with central defenders, with the set pieces, we've been out threat also last couple of weeks, and we've been a few times really unlucky by hitting the crossbar, for example. So, no, I expect all the team to take responsibility in our attacks, and I expect all the team to take responsibility in our defending also.
Is Abdallah someone who you think could play through the middle for you at points, or is that role on the left kind of suiting him at the moment, as the goals over the last week maybe show?
I cannot say honestly about something about that, because I didn't have the chance to put him as a central striker in training, for example, because we didn't have enough wingers for the moment to take him out of that position.
Sorry, apologies. Is Sima the kind of player that the likes of Dessers and Lammers can look to, maybe to inspire them? Because he seems to have hit the ground running, and he's scored 12 goals now for.
No, I don't want to speak about other players, and for sure not if you take 2 players out of a squad of 28 to say that they need to take an example about somebody. Everybody is different. Everybody has his own qualities, and it's about the players showing that they are ready for a club like Rangers with all the attention and the expectations and the quality needed. That's an individual thing.
Is Kemar Roof okay after he came on against Hearts? Because he looked to kind of give you something a little bit different when he came on, didn't he?
He's good in the way that he can take certain minutes, but he's not good to play 90 minutes. He's not ready for that.
Can I just ask you to confirm the Danilo tackle? Can you tell us when it was in the...
No, it was an unlucky situation, and it's part of football. I didn't say it was a bad tackle or somebody should have had a red card. It was a tackle, and because of the contact, he had a problem with his knee afterwards.
You must feel for Tom, given that he's come back from his injuries and now he's been hit again.
No, but I think I was really clear 5 minutes ago. We're going to speak about football now, because I don't want to become a doctor. I feel sometimes like that the last weeks with the press conferences. I want to stay a manager and speak about football.
Is there a feeling that this is almost a kind of defining week for Rangers? Obviously, you've got the game against Dundee and a European game, and then the cup final as well.
No, of course it's a decisive game. No, it's a decisive game in one competition, in this League Cup. In the other competition, it will define in what competition we go further, and that's already an important thing, that you play in Europe next season. And of course, we want to play in the Europa League. But I know like a really good manager who put a tattoo on his arm when he won the Conference League. So don't throw away Conference League. But of course, we're going to go to Betis to try to win and to get the first place in the group also. And in the other competitions, it stays a marathon until the end of the season, and there is also the Scottish Cup in January. So saying that this week will define the season of Rangers, it's totally not true. There are for sure 3 competitions after this week that we still will complete.
Last one, Adam.
I feel like you've played Hearts 3 times already in your tenure, so I'm sure you'll have had plenty of time to watch them. You've got a player out on loan there just now, Alex Lowry. What have you made of his impact at Tynecastle so far this season?
I didn't see him against us, of course, because it's also logical that these things are the way they are. And it's a young player with a lot of good offensive qualities. I think it was the right decision, if you see the squad, to let him go on loan, also to learn a different part of football. And that's the part without ball, and he's taking steps in that, and I think he's in a really good environment there, with a good manager also, to help him in that way to become a stronger player for the future.
one of his teammates, Lauren Shanklin, we saw you speaking to him after the game midweek. I know that you'll know him from your time in Belgium. Is that a player that you like, and perhaps one you could try and persuade to come here in the future?
That's a good question. You guys have written a lot about that already. I'm never going to speak about players that we are or interested or not interested in. And I didn't, because I hear that some people really watch me a lot. I knew it already in the city because I go one time in a restaurant and it's also all over. So it's a little bit special in that way. So I need to think really good in the future what I do every second of the day. I don't want to come in the same situation as a German national coach, that I take something out of my nose or something. So clearly I need to watch out really hard what I've been doing here. But no, I greeted all the players of Hearts that I met along the way. Was nothing really special there.
So you're loving life in Glasgow then?
Yeah, it's special in that way. I said it to James and Craig here already in the building. Maybe I need to walk around with a wig or something the next time. But maybe that would be even funnier for everybody.